happy Monday. Thank you for coming. We only have today and then 4 more. So that's kind of crazy. I feel like it went by quick. And this last little chunk, I'm sure will go by even quicker. So let's soak up these last kind of 5 practices together. Even though we're doing it through a computer, I value this time with you, setting this time aside to show up for you and to share your practice with me. So thank you. And if you haven't already, I'll encourage you to make your way onto your back. Just get comfortable. Use your supports, your blankets, your cushions, however you need. But we will, as usual, start and end our practice with a little stillness. Giving ourselves that permission to just be. I'm just going to take a few deep breaths to start with. And as you breathe, can you allow the focus to be on your belly, feeling it rise and fall. Spend our days kind of up here in our chest area, having short, restricted breaths. We're going to draw that deep into the belly. Try to soften a little tension that gets built up here. As often as you can throughout this next hour, bring that breath just a little bit deeper. Okay, and as you breathe right now, I want you to just check in. Check in with you, check in with the space you're in. Just kind of come into this moment, however that looks for you. You're welcome to have your eyes open for a few moments as you look around from the perspective you have lying down. See if you notice anything different. But then when you're ready, if you haven't already, I do encourage you to close your eyes. Becoming a little more aware of the sounds around you, of the feel of the earth as it supports you here on your mat. Scan of your body. It's always kind of a nice time, kind of almost in the middle of our day, where we just get to pause and check in. What kind of energy are you bringing to your mat this aft? How do you feel? As always, I'll share with you. Tonight I have a short poem for you. It goes like this. I get so lost in where I want to go. I forget that the place I'm in is already quite magical. And that was just such a sweet reminder of soaking up the present simple moments that our days bring. Okay, if we're not present for it, the moments, they just pass us by. And then we look back and maybe wish that we would have been more present. So that practice of being in the moment starts right here on the mat. Where all we get to do is focus on the body, the breath, the music, my voice, everything right here. I'd like to give you a few moments to set an intention maybe for the rest of your week. You can begin with something as simple as, may I be present. May I, whatever you need to hear. And maybe today nothing's coming to mind for an intention. Maybe you just need to feel some gratitude. So whatever is good in your life right now, can you just fill with gratitude? On your inhales, just breathing that deeply in as you think about maybe that person or that moment, and just fill with it. From here, if you haven't already, I would encourage you to bend your knees and step your feet down onto your mat. Take your arms out to the sides in the shape of a T. Encourage the shoulder blades together. Take a couple deep breaths here. And slowly just reach your arms out behind you. Stretch out the torso. Take a deep inhale here. On your exhale, draw your knees to your chest, wrap them up with your arms. You're gonna grab a hold of each knee and just start by making some slow circles with the knees. You know, as you make these circles, keeping the knees together as you do so, pay attention to the contact of where your lower back meets the mat. Which direction? There's no rush. Okay, now as you come to the center, still having a hold of each knee, we're just gonna draw them apart from each other this time. Okay, and you're just gonna kind of make like little half circles back and forth. Now the next time you're encouraging the knees apart from each other, just hold here. Again, deep breath. And we'll slowly draw the knees back together. You're going to take your hands around the right knee and extend the left leg down onto your mat. Use your left hand when you're ready. We're going to draw the knee across the body, just coming into a mindful twist. Feel free to take the right arm off to the side and look over that right shoulder. Come back to the center. From here, we're going to come into like a tree pose lying on your back. So we're going to take the sole of that right foot to the inside of the bottom of the left leg here, and just very gently allow that knee to drop open. Okay, and I want you to imagine that you were rooted in the earth. So with that left foot here, I want you to engage it as though it were rooted in the earth. And then take whatever kind of tree arms you'd like here. So our body is relaxed as we lie down, but also a little engaged here. Okay, from here, take your right hand to the outer edge of that right thigh. Draw the knee up, setting the foot down onto your mat. We're going to cross the left foot over that right knee. And if this is good for you, stay here, maybe gently pressing that knee away from you. If you'd like to take it a little further, draw that right knee in towards your chest. And from here, you can use your left elbow to press that knee away if you need to. Do a little rocking if you'd like. And explore with straightening out that right leg up to the ceiling. Again, you're always encouraged to just move however feels good for you. I'm just here to guide you and give suggestions. Want you to come together. Okay, from here we're going to keep crossing that foot over the knee until the knees become stacked. Okay, then again draw them in towards your chest. Feel free to grab a hold of the opposite knee or shin if it's available foot, and then drawing the legs apart from each other. Continue to do a little rocking if that feels okay. Want you to come together. Want you to come together. Want you to come together. As you release, kick your legs up towards the ceiling, take your arms out to the sides. Pull the toes towards the shins, pause here. Want you to come together. Want you to come together. Want you to come together. When you're ready, take your hands around the left knee as you draw it into your chest. Lower the right leg all the way down. Here we'll use the right hand to gently pull the knee across the body, taking the gaze over the left shoulder. Back to the center. And here again, we'll come into that tree pose on our back. So bring the sole of your foot to the inside of the right leg, allowing the knee to just gently drop open. We're going to engage that right foot here as though it were rooted in the earth. And then you can take the same arms or switch up your arms. But again, find that slight engagement here while you lie. You ready? Take your left hand to the outer edge of that left leg. Draw the knee up, stepping that left foot down onto the mat. We're going to cross the right foot over your knee. As always, feeling free to stay right here. Option to take your hands behind the left thigh, drawing it into your chest. At any point, using your right hand or elbow to press the knee away if you need to deepen the stretch. Do a little rocking, maybe explore that left leg, straightening it. Come to the center when you're ready. We'll keep crossing that foot over until your knees are stacked. Grab a hold of the opposite knee or shin or foot if that's available, drawing the legs apart from each other. And couple breaths here. Want you to come together. Want you to come together. Want you to come together. Ready, release. Kick the legs up to the ceiling, toes to the shins. This time, take your palms gently beneath your sit bones. We're going to slowly lower the legs all the way down to the mat. We're going to try to keep the same connection of the low back to the mat. Keep breathing. No rush. You need to have a nice bend in the knees here.
Damn it, I want to wake up in your bed. Stranger.
Okay, allow your legs to rest. Take your arms out behind you. Stretch out the entire body. Point your toes, reach your fingertips. Then you can roll yourself over onto one side. And you're going to make your way into a tabletop. Okay, we'll do a few cat-cow here.
I'm not saying I need you, but I hope that you miss me.
And your exhales, really press your mat away from you.
Just trying to convince myself you'd act like this with anyone else.
Come to a neutral spine when you're ready. You're going to plant the right hand on the center of your mat. Take your left fingertips to your ear. And we're going to slowly, gently open up towards the left. And then lower the elbow. A couple more times. Open. Close. This time as we drop the elbow, we're going to take the fingertips, sneak them out in front, and then lower down. Okay, you can soften that left forearm, or keep that arm engaged, bringing the tips of your fingers to the mat. Chest and head drop. Start to lift the chest, plant the right hand, reach the left arm up in front of you. Option to extend the right leg. Hold. And we'll slowly lower. This time left hand plants in the center. Take your right fingertips to your ear. Again, open it up just gently. And lower. 2 more times. This time from here, take your right fingertips, sneak them out in front of you. Lower down onto that left forearm and allow your chest and head to drop. Start to lift your torso. We're going to plant that left hand. We're going to let that right arm hover off your mat. An option to include the left leg here. Notice if your belly button's dropping, try to hug it back up towards your spine. Okay, from here we're going to lower that left knee. We're going to take the arms all the way up. Reach up. On your exhale, plant your palms, tuck the toes under, press back, downward dog. And from here, lower the knees and take a child's pose. I can still see the shadow of your ghost. Okay, we're gonna flow through that a couple more times. So on your inhale, lift yourself up, reach up. On your exhale, plant your hands, tuck the toes. Downward dog. Pause. Lower the knees. Child's pose. One more time here. Rise up. I can still see the old man. pause in your child's pose a little longer this time. Walk your hands to the left.
Be what you be, and all that you are. Oh,
Back to the center to your right.
and all that you are. And all that you are.
Come back to the center. Begin to lift your hips, tuck your toes, and come into your downward dog. Pedal your feet out.
I can still see my trails from the moon. A compass for my shadow.
When you're ready, walk your feet to your hands. Always encourage, especially if your hamstrings are really tight, to use some support here, whether it's blocks or blankets, whatever you need to help reach the ground.
And all that you are.
Okay, from here we're going to take a little step back with the right foot. Okay, drop that right heel. Hips and chest are still square to the front of your mat. Root down your feet and slowly uncurl. As you get to the top, we'll take the arms up. I'm currently headless, so we'll fix that. Hold where you are. From here, take your arms by your sides. You're going to slowly reach the heart forward. Okay, so think about driving this left hip back. You should feel that left kind of backside fire up here. Keep a nice bend in that front knee. Slowly straighten up. Soften the shoulders. And then again, one more time, heart forward, arms by your sides. Check in if you're kind of rounding and slouching. Open the chest here, stay strong. And one more time, we're going to reach up. This time on your exhale, you're going to forward fold all the way down. Again, if you need to, reach toward some supports or your mat if that's available. You can keep that knee nice and bent or explore with straightening out the leg. From here, you're going to pivot the right foot, the back foot, so it becomes parallel with the back of your mat. Plant your left hand on the inside of your front foot and open up the right arm either to your hip or all the way up to the ceiling. foot so it's parallel with the back of your mat. Take the right hand to the inside of that front foot, left hand to your hip, or maybe all the way up. And when you're ready, slowly lower that left hand, pivot the hips and the chest back to the front of your mat. We're gonna press in with the back foot, drag that foot forward. Hips distance apart. Again, start to sink the hips, bend the knees. This time you can keep your hands on your supports or mat or lift the torso, taking the arms out in front of you. Coming into a full chair pose. Okay, from here, wherever you are, slowly start to straighten yourself up. Take the arms up. Draw the palms to heart center and sink into it again. This time, twist to your left. If you can, bring that right elbow to your left knee. Check in with your knees here. If that right knee is coming forward, try to square it. Come back to the center. We'll come all the way up. Inhale, reach the arms up. Shake out your legs if you need. Palms together. Heart center. One last time, sink into it. Twist to your right. Square your knees. Breathe. Come back to the center. See if you can sink a little deeper for a moment. And then slowly again, press yourself up. From here, you're gonna take your feet about the width of your mat. Your arms out to the sides. Okay, arms are strong, but shoulders are soft here. We're gonna slowly press into the mat with the right foot and then take flight with it. Okay, and you can kind of explore with some toe taps or just hold. Okay, slowly begin to plant that foot and we'll take flight with the left. Okay, again, we're gonna switch lower and lift. This time, swing that leg out behind you. Drop the ball of your foot. Take the arms up. And gently lean to your left. We're going to open it back up. We're going to step that right foot down and we're going to switch. I've got a nice workout bar here I can hold. It's a whole apparatus and it never gets used naturally. Okay, when you're ready, we're going to swing that foot out behind. Inhale here to reach up. And lean to your right this time. Okay, come back to the center. Open it up. One more time, set that foot down. This time we're going to take it a step further if you'd like. Pick up the leg. Swing it out behind you. Okay, and we're gonna forward fold this time. So grab your supports if you need them or plant your hands and see if you can reach that leg toward the left a little further. Okay, you might feel a stretch in the left hip here. Option to keep the right hand planted and open up with the left.
Something in your eyes makes me want to lose myself.
Slowly plant the left hand. We're going to swing that right leg back around. Come all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, open the arms. This time we're going to pick up the left. Swing it behind. Again, start to forward fold using your supports for reaching to your mat. Sneaking that foot a little further. Hold strong. Option to take the right arm up.
If you knew how lonely my
Again,
life
slowly plant that right hand, swing that left leg back around. And pause here in a forward fold. Grab a hold of opposite elbows, just allow yourself to hang, maybe sway from side to side.
If you knew how I wanted someone to come along and change my life.
Okay, I want you to make fists with your hands, vertebrae by vertebrae, uncurl as you take the hands to the low back.
Feels like home to me.
As you get to the top, you're going to roll your shoulders up and down. Then we're going to allow the head to drop and just roll from side to side.
Where I belong. But I'm alright, 'cause I have you here with me. And I can
your head to the center when you're ready. We're going to heel toe the feet apart so they're just a little wider than our hips, the outer edges of our hips. You're going to point your toes out so they're at about a 45-degree angle. We're just going to do a little tuck here, take the arms up and sink into it. Okay, as you sink into it, pause from side to side, adjust your stance as you need to. And then we're just gonna flow, so press yourself up and then sink into it. Okay, and you can do a little shifting as you sink and then lift. Just move at your own pace, seeing if each time you can sink maybe a little deeper. Keep breathing.
It feels like home to me.
This time as we sink down, we're going to take the hands to the knees. Inhale to reach your heart forward. Exhale, twist to your right. Now as you twist to your right, allow that left shoulder to just drop. Come back to the center. Slowly come up, shake it out for a moment. Take the arms up. Sink into it, hands to knees. Inhale, exhale, twist to your left. This time, right shoulder drops. Again, back to the center. Do a little side to side here with me. Hold strong. And then slowly straighten up. Well done. Heel toe the feet together.
Imagine
we're going to do one more balance here.
Okay,
take the arms out to the sides. Cross the right arm over the left to come into your eagle arms. Okay, so maybe the backs of your hands or maybe your palms. Lift the elbows so they're about level with your shoulders and hold. When you're ready, we're going to root into the right foot. And just set the left foot behind you and explore. Pick that toe up off the ground. You can tap it or just lift and hold. Option to hinge at the hips a little here. It doesn't need to be far. Keep your core strong. Slowly take the arms out to your sides, palms facing down. See if you can hinge a little further. Nice. Slowly set the foot down. Take the arms out to the sides. This time left arm over top. Again, eagle arms here. Raise those elbows up so they're about level with your shoulders. Forearms are in front of your face. We're going to root the left foot, and again, just explore with maybe setting that right foot behind and tapping. Option to hinge at the hips a little and just hold. Keep a little attention on your core as we move through this. Release the arms and see if you can hinge a little further. And we'll slowly step that foot down. Inhale here to reach up. Exhale to forward fold. Bend your knees, plant your hands, step back to a downward dog. From here, we're going to pick up the right leg, kick it up to the ceiling, and then we're going to come into a pigeon pose. So bring that knee to the outer edge of your right wrist, bringing the foot across your mat. Okay, from here, we're going to take the fingertips wide, chest tall. Now, if this pose, for whatever reason, is just not happening for you, you're just going to make your way onto your bottom, hands behind you, cross that right foot over the knee, and be right here. Okay, so taking whichever option is better for you. If you're here in the pigeon pose, let's take a few breaths with movement, inhaling and then exhaling to forward fold. 2 more times. Patience, please. On your third breath, we're just going to find a little stillness here, okay? So just hold. If you can lower down onto your forearms, please do so. Patience, please. Patience, please. I'm creating a dream. Please. Patience, please. Patience, please. Slowly plant your palms if you haven't already. We're going to make our way right onto that right hip. And we're going to draw the left knee up to the sole of your foot. So if you were on your bottom before, you can just kind of make your way here. So right leg is in front. We're going to walk the hands towards the right and just find a gentle twist here. Try and keep a nice long spine.
Clock strikes upon the hour.
Okay, slowly start to walk your hands out back to the front. You're just gonna, if you can, sink over that right knee. Maybe an inch or two, maybe you're able to go down onto your forearms. You can explore with kind of walking your hands a little more to the left or a little more to the right. And when the night falls, loneliness calls. When you're ready, sit yourself back up. Take the right hand behind you. Keep the left arm up to the ceiling. Option to just pause here, or maybe press into your mat and lift the hips. With somebody who loves me. Okay, slowly lower. Now we're going to switch sides. So if you were sitting on your bottom for this, I want you to just extend the right leg and switch sides. If you were coming into your pigeon, we're going to come back to that downward dog. We're going to pick up the left leg. And you're going to bring that knee to the outer edge of your right wrist. Okay, if you're in your pigeon, take your fingertips wide. Sitting up nice and tall. Inhale in 3 breaths. When the night falls, my lonely heart calls. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. On your third breath, just find stillness, whether that's sitting up nice and tall or lowering down onto your forearms, or maybe even chest if your hips are really open. I wanna dance with somebody who loves me, somebody who
somebody who loves me, yeah. Somebody who to hold me in his arms.
Plant your hands when you're ready. And again, we're going to make our way onto that left hip. Going to snug that right knee up. Okay, so if you were on your bottom again, I'll encourage you to make your way here, however you'd like to. Okay, and from here, we're just going to walk the hands towards the left, coming into a gentle twist. And I want to feel deep with somebody. Yeah, I want to dance with somebody. Come back to the center. And you can just, again, sit up nice and tall if you're feeling a good stretch here. If you need to go a little deeper, kind of walking the hands forward over the knee. And you're also welcome to explore with walking the hands a little more to the right or left until you find kind of a sweet spot that feels good to hold. Now press yourself back up. We'll take the left hand behind this time. Take the right arm up. And you can hold right here. Option to press into the mat and lift the hips. Okay, we'll slowly lower down. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together here. Okay, and to start with, just sit up nice and tall. You can hold here. If you need to go deeper, allow yourself to go deeper by rounding forward. Walk your hands towards the left. As you do so, think about really keeping that right hip rooted if it wants to lift. If you have a small gym apparatus at home, you can use that to help you as well. And then we'll slowly walk the hands to the right. Again, this time when my left hip wants to lift, I'm going to root it down. Okay, come back to the center, a couple more breaths here. Okay, from here, you're more than welcome. We're going to come into this kind of reclined butterfly. I am going to take a blanket to give myself a little extra heart opener here. Give myself some support on my back. And then one beneath my head as well. So if you have blankets or cushions, you can feel free to do the same thing as me as we slowly keep the feet and legs where they are and just slowly begin to lower down. And as I come here, if you notice that it's a bit much on your hips, you can also take some supports, place them beneath your knees so that this isn't quite as deep of a stretch. And I'll encourage you to pull your shoulder blades together and just allow your palms to face up. Okay, we're just going to find a little stillness here. Something else you can explore with is how close your feet are towards your sit bones. You can bring them a little closer or push them further towards the bottom of your mat, whatever feels better to just hold. And breathe.
Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow. But
if this is feeling good for you, I want you to just hold here. Okay, don't move a muscle. If you're ready to come out, you're going to take your hands to the outer edges of your thighs, gently draw them up and together. Step the feet apart. And just do some gentle side to side with your knees.
Somebody to lean on. Please swallow.
From here, I want you to take this last bit of this song to just finish up your practice however you need. Okay, so whatever other stretch or movement or dance you need, this is your time. Okay, I'm going to do my own thing, you do your own thing, and we'll meet in Shavasana at the end of this song.
Just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. If there is a load you have to bear that you can't carry, I'm right up the road. I'll share your load if you just call me. Call me if you need a friend. Call me, if you need a friend. If you ever need a friend, call me. Call me. Call me. Call me. Call me. Call me. If you need a friend, call me. Call me. Call me. Call me. Call me. Call me. Call me.
Okay. Well, we're finishing the movement part of our practice with that beautiful song. So when you are ready, and if you're in the middle of something, take your time. There's no rush. But I will encourage you to, again, come back to your mat the same way that you started. Or maybe it's a little different now. Maybe the movement has made some adjustments within you. But wherever you are, just try to find a little stillness for a little while longer. Practice is almost over, and we know that. And so if your mind is going to that to-do list, I want you to see if you can stay here with me just a little longer. Okay, that to-do list will be there when you're done. You have the choice to focus on it and worry about it and let it take over these next moments. or we can practice setting it aside and soaking up this moment for whatever it is, whatever it brings us. I get so lost in where I want to go, I forget that the place I'm in is already quite magical. Keep breathing here. Start to bring some gentle movements into your body when you're ready. Deepening your breath. And when you're ready, you can stretch out or curl up. Make your way onto your side eventually. And then gently press yourself back up to a comfortable seat. And feel free to keep your hands in your lap. If it's in your practice, I would invite you to draw your hands to heart center. But soften your eyes wherever you are, and if you had an intention for your week or you just wanted to bring some gratitude to your mind and heart, then just take a few moments to do that. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I am just going to give you a moment now if you'd like to unmute yourself or allow the video to come on so I can see some of your beautiful faces. I'm seeing that I have some familiar faces that I've worked with or I've known for years, Shauna, but a couple of you I recognize from the in-person Saya. So thank you so much for showing up and have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.